on the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll move the wide receiver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Defense not showing press coverage. To throw, it's Harrington. Flushed out of the pocket. Sails one into the middle. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. Just
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll get rid of it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Might have a chance. No, he got loose.
What are you doing?
The ball's on the ground.
And that's why coaches hate to see their players try to lateral the football, because you don't
I pressed the wrong fucking button, bro.
Off the cuff, and that time they put it on the ground. That's a lesson for that young man moving forward. I don't think you're going to see him trying laterals anytime soon.
Bro, pressed the wrong
nice job being gap sound by this defense.
Wow.
Here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wow.
Makes the grab. It's Dallas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Harrington. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Looking down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
Well, and that's why defensive ends have to keep contained.
Makes the grab in their space. Into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Sticks it in his belly. give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to pass. It's McNabb. Quickly to the tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up for...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Big fullback's got it. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The inside handoff. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Final play of the quarter coming. This is a designed run. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the 1st period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Now on 2nd down. To the air. It's McNabb. Bringing the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it, and there's running room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Dropping back, it's Harrington. That's caught. It's Walsh. He's out of bounds after a short gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up for a second down play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Now rolling to the left. Wiggles free. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks, and what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open, he sees him, he throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Harrington. Moves away as he feels pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
With the catch, it's Johnson. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Spits it out to the back. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Golden Bears will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Gets the back moving. Got his man out of the backfield. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to add another. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass, it's Harrington. Looking for space to the left. The throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught.
Weeks. I'll take that win, dog. Good game. Yes, sir. Oh, I pressed the wrong shit. My fault.
Golden Bears headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running inside, it's Raymond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dante Moore. That's caught. It's Raymond. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's McNabb. It's caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to throw it again. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Cal. Put 6 on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore. Here's the pressure. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Moore to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to
Green Bay.
36. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Great job there by the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it, and now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's McNabb. Got a man, it's Flanagan. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The run inside. It's Charles. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Still looking on the move. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This third down a little longer after that penalty. These corners going to give them some space. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going to take off. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal. When you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, a good stop on the fullback.
Snags it, and he's open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about when they show off the big fella's mitts? This is a guy that does so much of the dirty work for your team. Everything you need to win. Give him the ball, get a 1st down.
Run it with the fullback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. Wants to throw. It's McNabb. Deep shot for the end zone. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Under fire. Naird on the right sideline. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way.
This has been a nightmare for the offense. What's one of the most critical statistics in any college football game? It's the turnover battle. They've already got 3, David. We're not even through the first half. This couldn't be any worse if you're on offense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise why they're trailing in this football game. When you continue...
And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Back to throw, it's McNabb. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Allen.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Pulls it in on the right. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Gives it on the option. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unleashes one. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while. A shot toward the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's McNabb. The sure hands, it's Flanagan. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Quarterback keeper. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Now adjusting.
If I'm building an offense in today's football,
makes the grab deep. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. 1st and 10 for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught, and he's got room. Made a defender miss. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Steps away. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. He's got him. Looking for the end zone. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
this is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's touchdown Sooners. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They'll line up to go for 2. Motion from the back. Barrels ahead. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's McNabb. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got his man on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Back to pass, it's McNabb. Oh, he wants it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Golden Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic.
Wide open on the right. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Hard-hitting tackle.
That keeps the score. Oklahoma 20, Cal 0. Number 0, set to kick it off.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to...
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw, it's McNabb. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass lets this defense...